Yo, you already know, man. It's the Southern Flow Podcast. We here with another one. It's time to build up. Let's go.
What's good? It's Trey B with another episode from the Southern Flow Podcast. What we got building up today, bro?
Oh man. Some interesting topics today. I think and then they all cohesive going to this one. And we just gonna kick it out, man. Of course, well, not of course, because everybody doesn't know, but you know, just for the people who tap in. Dothan is known for one thing for sure, and that's the Peanut Festival.
Yeah.
That's going down this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
This weekend. The Peanut Festival. It's a family affair, family event. You know, you can go out and have fun, ride the rides, all sorts of attractions, vendors, food vendors. I know we're gonna go out there and get some of that kettle corn.
Oh yeah.
And whatever else we indulge in while we out there, man. I mean, for the most part, you know, it's something fun, something, you know, nice and clean for the community. I don't know why I said clean.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just something, you know, just something fun to do. But what we're getting at, or what I'm getting at, you know, and I brought this to Trey B today, man, because we was just like, you know, what we gonna get into today? Not so much of Hollywood talk, but it's just like real talk.
Yeah.
And I think just like all inventions, I'm at the point now where we really need to dissect everything that has been created and like what's the real derivative. And it's not to say that, you know, white people hadn't created anything.
Yeah.
But just based off of their ancestry and their history, they tend to take.
Yeah. Wash.
Yeah. Like they, you know, not, you know, blatantly take it and make it theirs and make it seem as though it's something that they created, that they're the innovators.
Mm-hmm.
And so even in terms of peanuts, you got to talk about George Washington Carver.
For sure.
And I'm sure there were other scientists out there, you know, other people who may have made some type of contribution to the source, but I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. And I'm not even gonna sell you in terms of like making it seem I know all about George Washington Carver, but I know he's a scientist,
For sure.
and that his nature, his core, he's a creator,
Just
and he had so many patents in terms of like peanuts and all the things that you could do with peanuts.
For the younger crowd, basically like Apple is the you know, what's the Apple guy name?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. You know, you got the Microsoft.
Yeah.
Bill
Gates. Yeah.
Same thing. Peanuts.
George Washington Carver. Yeah. But he just brought so much to Dothan. He lived in Dothan for some time, and so his genius is sprinkled in this community, man. And sometimes I don't think he is honored as he should be, you know. And that kind of takes. Well, first off, you said Bill Gates, Microsoft. See, that's that thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Cause like Bill Gates, if people don't know. And this not to say that Bill Gates isn't a smart person, but if you research him and his family, they've always been he's had the access since birth.
Yeah.
So when Silicon Valley, or what is known as Silicon Valley now in California, before it was what it is today, it was just a place where creatives, innovators, thinkers, you know, you name it, they there. They out there, you know, sharing ideas and, you know, trying to come up with the next big thing, you know, and then in a sense, you know, just trying to find the convenience of, you know, what could be good for the people. Bill Gates was the guy that was out there listening and writing everything down. That sound good. That sound good.
How you feel about people that actually do that though? Because I got mixed feelings. Because okay, I mean it's a lot of areas, you know.
It's gray areas, yeah.
That people do then though. That you know, you got hip hop, you know, people, you know, take bits and pieces and make stuff they own.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy, you got different comics that take bits and pieces and make it their own.
Mm-hmm.
You got, like you say, creators or you know, influencers or, you know, scientists. We can go that level that take stuff and make stuff their own. How you feel about people that take bits and pieces and make stuff their own style? Or do you feel like that's like it's not original or organic, or do you feel like, hey, they just peep game, they taking that? I mean,
that's perspective. That's perspective. And now it put me like in a catch-22, right? Because you know you can take. You know, I'll look at Supreme sometime and I get an idea for gum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I make it mine. So, but I think my issue in a sense is just because how our culture has been done overall.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, the European trait people, the Europeans, they get this credit as though like they made the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so you look at people like Bill Gates, and I think we talked about that before. Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, and again, it's not to discredit whatever work they may have put in, and you know, to their genius. Because I'm a firm believer that, you know, God didn't give anybody everything, but he gave everybody something. So I'm not taking away from them, right? But it's like, oh, Elon is this. Nah, we can do the same things. And then sometimes you can't because you're counted out strategically. You know, I don't even necessarily know the proper way to define redlining, but when you hear it, it's in the terms of racism. They redline them, they redline us, they put us all over here. And so in a sense, they do us the same way. They cut the resources. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates had the resources to get in the positions that they're in today. And that makes all the difference when it comes to innovation and creating. Like of course we can create, but it's gonna be hard for me to just create a computer from trees and
I think that's why.
And maybe in a way it's the derivative of a tree. But
I think that's why, you know, white people and black people, but a lot of you start to see a lot of white people, you know, take to Jay-Z. It's like he a unicorn, like this nigga came from nothing, like from scratch. He ain't dribble no ball, he ain't catch no pass.
He was using his words
and mine. And like he been in the media a lot lately, like for the past couple weeks.
His interview was
everybody thinking he finna drop something, you know what I'm saying? But
it may not be music.
But it's something.
But it's something.
But it's like you seeing people take to him a whole lot more. You know, he done hit that billionaire status. He got his wife a billionaire. You know, he got a beautiful family or whatever. So people taking towards him now, and it's just like he like a unicorn to him. Like you say, he ain't have the resources or the guidance or the, you know, or the upbringing for him to be where he at. So it's like, oh, we got one. It's like I feel like he getting embraced now. And it's good to see, but it's like.
But then we got to be careful because we don't need to get that. We talked about that before. What is it? The Messiah effect.
They may be trying to do that.
Let him be in his lane. He did that. I always look at him in terms of like an example and like where can I. Like, what can he give me that I can bring it to my own life? You know what I'm saying? Like, what pieces can I use to add on? You know. So, I always say, Hov is genius with it. My bad, I didn't mean to break your bill though. What you were saying, just in terms of
just in terms of him, just like you say, like they may be trying to make him the Messiah, but it's just like he one of them ones, like in the culture and in America, period, that no resources. So I feel like that's why they trying to put him to like, oh, y'all don't need this one that did it, but that ain't it.
But the times are different too.
Yeah.
So you can't do what he did. You know what I'm saying? And then we're all before we're a people, we are individuals. And so it's not gonna be the same ever.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's always fuel for your own build up. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems like we get, and to this day, we redline, and then if it's cool with you, just going into the next topic.
Yeah, for sure.
Just in Alabama, like right now, we're dealing with the legalization of marijuana, right? And there have been so many delays. I don't know the main cause of the delays, but I know some of the arguments stem from where how the slots already taken. Kind of like when you go try to get them shoes online, you knew you was in there early, but somehow you still didn't get the shoe in the cart.
For sure.
How? And then you start learning that people started making bots to get the shoes. Before an actual person could do it. So it's almost like a black person, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like a black person, it has no chance to be getting the license to be able to grow the marijuana.
Be in that world.
Be in that world. And again, it's like we're redlined. I'm coming to the like I think the idea of government in some type of way is spiritual before it's political. I think politics is like man-made. But governing, I think that's a spiritual trait. Like just to have a governing body, because sometimes people do need a person. You need the structure. So you need somebody who can kind of give you that guidance. All right, I'll put these jobs in place, and I'll do such and such. Just set up the structure. And that's not to knock the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts. And it's like on a moral scale, when you're dealing with so many people, you're dealing with the world, it's hard to just look good, to the masses. Somebody gonna take you like, oh, this nigga evil. He Illuminati. But I still don't think that we were taking into consideration. We living under a constitution that still considers us 1/3 of a person. How in the world is that verbiage? How has the verbiage not even been changed on that? And
it's just a lot too wrong with Alabama, like you said. Me personally, I don't think they're gonna let us in on the marijuana tip, bro. I wouldn't even get your hopes up. Hey, like not to say they won't let a few in there. They might let a few, but the few they let, they gonna know you ain't just gonna be no old Joe off the street. You know what I'm saying? They gonna.
But I'm all for having the credentials. I'm all for being qualified. But make sure that the qualification has fair, a fair system that's for sure. That's ciphering through the people the right way.
It's like after they get the marijuana, they need to go on and get the lotto. Go on and get the lotto straight. It's just all gonna bring in. One thing, everybody know Alabama. We live in Alabama. We're one of the poorest states. Us in Mississippi.
But I think it's strategic. That's what it's because
they don't want us.
Jimmy Rain is a billionaire. He lived down the street. He ain't talking about Alabama poor. None of that. And then you got a few millionaires. Right, Dothan consists of over 50 millionaires.
Oh, for sure.
Over 50.
You can see it.
Now we're gonna be honest too. There is a such thing as a millionaire living check to check.
You done made $1 million and you got $1 million. So I had to learn that when I was younger too. My pops had to break that down.
They don't.
You can be a millionaire. They consider that as what you done made over a time span, or you can be a millionaire. You got that. I can go. I got pull the bank receipt. Hey, it's in there.
I got the liquid. I got the liquid to show you. I got the ends. But if some people still living check to check, even being a millionaire, like cause caught up in your consumption.
Yeah, and you don't consume like you said.
Yeah.
Consume too much. You
over consuming. You gotta have I want a nice house.
Yeah.
These are things I aspire for. You know what I'm saying? A nice crib, a vehicle. You just want a good vehicle in terms of getting my family from point A to point B to C, D, all the way to Z if need be. But it ain't necessarily it ain't about no flashiness, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. That's kind of get it to like, you know, your own personal, you know, wants. That ain't necessarily a need.
Once we get that lotto and that, like you said, the legalization of marijuana, and then, like you say, it'll bring in, you know, more money to the state, but, you know, most importantly, we want to stress, it'll bring in more money to the education system. So we get.
I look at.
We got desks in the school. I guarantee you right now, from when Pops and them was in school. You know what I'm saying? Books from when they was in school. Man, it's ridiculous.
But our public schooling has always, in a sense, failed.
Yeah, and that's why if you strategically look at the numbers and try not strategically. If you look at the numbers. It always matched the income, the state's income and the education system. It always go hand in hand. Them numbers always kind of if your education low, the income of your state is entirely gonna be low. If it's a high, that means your education system high in your state. So that's why you got your Texas and your Californias and your Florida's, there's always Georgia, maybe. There's always, you know what I'm saying.
And it's a few hit and miss towns in Alabama.
Yeah, but where they at though?
Well, I know Auburn for one. Auburn for one is great.
You can go to Hoover.
But I think what affords them great education is the fact that you got
the college.
there. That's fueling a lot.
But then you got all these towns around colleges, because you got like Hoover and Vestavia Hills and all them, you know, upper echelon public schools. They around Tuscaloosa, around the University of Alabama. So yeah. Then you got the Mobile area. You got some pretty good high schools down that way too. But you know what I'm saying, these areas where money and traffic is constantly coming through there.
Right.
So that get them a little more, you know, uphead on all the other public schools that we got in these rural areas.
I got you.
But I feel like if you bring the legalization of marijuana, get these dispensaries down here, you know, I ain't saying go crazy with the lotto, but we need something.
Is the lotto even in the?
It ain't. It probably ain't. They bring it. They bring
topic of discussion.
They bring it every couple of years. They put it on the desk.
Yeah, but
we ain't talking about this. Yeah, get that on. You already know the answer.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's the way that things are is not by chance. Nothing ever happens by chance. You know,
especially when it comes to the government. You know.
And the people who are governing.
Yeah.
Cause they gonna know something. They gonna have an upper hand. They know something that you don't know.
They know you bringing it before you even bring it.
Even in my hometown, Clio.
Yeah.
You know, now it's becoming more prominent Hispanic. So it's like the Hispanics, the black people, and then the white people.
So they moving in too.
Yeah, but the white people are still, even though they're the minority, they're still the ruling.
Yeah,
you know.
Sure.
And we don't know the politics behind how the Hispanics are coming in, and nothing against them, because you know my whole thing even with that is, okay, now that they're here, let's build community with them. They're here, let's get money together. But it's still a poor town.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
And then it's a prison down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if these are context clues that tie us into something that, you know, but I don't think Clio is the way that it is. Mm-hmm. And then whatever nearby town, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all to somebody's gain as to why this place is the way that it is. Because it's still farming going on around there.
Still agriculture.
Agriculture still happening. But the agriculture is still prominent.
I'm pretty sure you got your mom and pop restaurants.
2 or 3 of them. Yeah. Mexicans got one.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, it's just something with our culture. You do have a group of people that They strive and they excellence, professionalism. Like you got people in the culture that, you know, professionalism, customer service, you know, all the things that make a business successful, like having those attributes.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we like to just do ghetto stuff.
Yeah.
You like to be ghetto with it.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
gonna sell the chicken out my trunk.
Yeah.
No, bro. Go ahead and get
Get your
your
business.
yeah, get your real establishment. Go ahead and get the food truck if you don't want the building.
For sure.
We just gotta assemble and get some understanding.
Think bigger.
Definitely think bigger. Definitely
For
think
sure.
bigger, man. And like I was having a conversation with my aunt, and you know, she was just. They know that I like Trump.
Yeah.
And I like Trump just in the sense of his ability to create conflict.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of conflict.
Yeah,
He will create the conflict.
Yeah.
And I like him more that he creates the conflict amongst his own kind.
Yeah.
And I think I don't think it's a front. It can still be a distraction in a way, especially if the media is projecting this out.
That's all they putting out.
Yeah, but I think it's still some genuine conflict in there, and it's like, oh, bro, we need to get Trump put in jail.
For sure.
But you know, so some of my aunts, they kind of like, you know, you ain't even got a good philosophy because you like Trump. But I'm like, you voted for Biden.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
better?
Yeah, what's the difference? But then you have to look at it bigger because it's like. And then just go back to the governing piece. So I respect government, the idea of a government, a group of individuals who are only building for the best of the people.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who created, they didn't necessarily create government, but the people who created the politics did it for the good of their people.
Yeah, they got for them to always have the upper hand.
It's never about us. But we trust in this same system.
Yeah.
It never changed. Even from the time my aunts, these are the same aunts that had to walk to school because of segregation.
Yeah.
And then just on that tip of education, they talk about it being good in those times because you were only dealing with your own people.
Yeah.
So they had the teachers that cared about them. They had, you know, I'm not sure if the piece in the education piece really mattered, but it was just a sense of you were with an adult who cared about you.
Sure.
So I'm gonna teach you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just try to knock you down or put you. Lab rats.
We got this. This what we're doing this week. Next week, we're doing this.
So it's like, at what point do we as a culture come together and like, all right, this how we voting.
Yeah.
We need to get a block.
For sure.
And it's like, all right, in Alabama, we voting like this.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. That's where it started. It don't start at the presidential election. It started locally. Get your local folks.
We ain't even controlling that. We ain't going to and this ain't everybody, but for the people who know, we ain't going to the council meeting.
Nah.
So, but when something happen, the light bill go up.
Yeah.
A new poll I don't know, just something happened that you didn't know was happening.
Yeah.
But now you like mad. So it's like, man, what the? Why did
about it?
You should have been at it. You probably could have been the one. You were the vote that was missing for it not to happen.
For sure.
But now you mad because you didn't even go.
Yeah, for sure. It started at the local level and just worked its way up. So, hey, we might have to get on board and
we gotta rally up. Rally up.
Put it in motion.
But we out here just voting. Just because somebody say, you ain't black if you don't vote Democrat.
Yeah.
What? We need to beat him up then.
He just done drop the bar on you. That's all
he might as well say nigga.
Yeah. Sure.
You niggas ain't black. Like, what?
Yeah.
So, all I'm saying is, we have to become more mindful of ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. Be the change you want to see.
Be the change you want to see. And then from there, you start building up. You start with your family, then you can probably leak into your community. But if your own, and I get this from one of my OGs, if your household ain't in order, how are you going to help somebody else? It ain't making sense.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
And if you want to, we can cross over into the world. This last topic, and it's my whole plight now is like the war.
Yeah.
war happens. Like wars,
yeah, it's just
it's talked about. It's been here for centuries. It's always been war. But the mad thing again.
Yeah.
Cause we sending
billions
over here, billions over there, billions over here, and it's like you can't erase. You can't forget the student loans over here.
You can't give another stimulus over here.
And maybe they're looking at it in the sense of, well, what about the ones going now?
Yeah.
It needs to be some type of.
It's easy, man. After America sent out everybody a stimulus, they can do about anything, bro. If you can get everybody accounted body a stimulus check, it ain't no way you can't.
People won't even need a stimulus.
Yeah, you can't. It ain't no way you can't figure out how.
And not that you never not need no cash flow. It's always good.
It ain't never no way you can't figure out how to govern student loans.
Right.
Just like you say, for the ones that's going out, it's easy to set up a system for them. But the ones that
but who will the student loan forgiveness benefit greatly?
Yeah.
Us!
For sure. It'll help, yeah.
I feel like that's why it's a hesitant
of going to college
on that play, because oh man, they gonna have another chance to come up again.
For sure.
We gotta.
What everybody say? What's everybody's state about college? Oh, it's a scam.
Yeah.
That's why they say it's that, because the student loans, the money you got to pay back, and how much it costs to go.
You will give me.
You get out.
You gonna give me $100,000 to go to school.
Yeah.
You ain't asked me what I'm majoring in. You just like, you going to school?
Yeah.
College?
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
But the moment I'm like, well, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I want to start a business.
Yeah. You don't need that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna. Yeah. You got it. Yeah, you ain't getting no money from us on that.
Yeah.
But you will easily give me the check for school, because you know the return on that is a lifetime.
Yeah, I'm gonna be paying on that forever.
Till he die. He owe till he die.
For sure.
So, again, they playing them games on us.
Yeah.
So are the people in position that darker skinned people like us, similar to us, are they really playing the game to help us, or are they playing the game for their own gain?
That's like I'm gonna end it with that what CeeLo said on that cell therapy. He said, but every now and then I wonder if the gate was put up to keep crime out and keep our ass in. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying?
And it's always been...
That line always made me... I was like 14, 15 thinking about like, damn.
Like you said, they lab rats.
Yeah. Is the gate put up to keep the crime out or to keep us in? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm like, damn, that's the hardest line in the song to me. I'm like, damn, that line, every time I listen to that song, it just pop up like, damn, he make you think, like, bruh. And that's the same thing with the college. If I go, I'm gonna have to pay all this money back. Yeah. But if I don't go, like you said, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be a businessman.
I gotta go the distance to attempt to get some help on that.
Yeah.
But all I gotta do is say I'm finna go to school. Oh yeah, give them all the checks.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta pay us back.
Yeah, you wanna know? Yeah. We'll give you a little pay.
We'll give you some more.
Yeah. We'll give you a little pay.
The Pell Grant is the bait.
Yeah, that's what get you in there.
Like, look, we gonna give you this. You ain't gotta pay this back.
On top of it,
But if you want, we can give you some more.
Yeah.
And you ain't gotta pay it. Think about it. You gonna be in school. You gonna pay 6-7 years. You not worried about it.
Get your masters and all that. Yeah.
But right now you ain't gotta pay nothing. Yeah. It's free money.
And we're gonna give you this little refund right here.
Man.
Who ain't gonna take that?
But that's not deterring college.
Yeah.
Because I think there are technical skills, those skills like a doctor, I don't even know about lawyer. I do think a lawyer has to be well read and a research person.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't know if it's just. I think that's just another game that they play on that. Because the courtroom stuff is their game.
You don't have people that represented themselves and beat the case.
That's what I'm saying.
We had one here. I ain't gonna say his name, but everybody know who I'm talking about.
Right.
Represented himself, beat his own case and got us some more trouble, and they got this. Hey, you ain't beat them twice.
We ready this time.
You ain't beat them twice. Now you beat them one time. You ain't beat them folks twice. Not at their own game.
Yeah. So, bro, it's like they're getting over on us.
Yeah.
We don't have people like Dr. Claude Anderson. He wrote the book Powernomics.
Yeah.
And, he just put emphasis on, once we got out of that civil rights era and the trauma had been placed, there was never a time where we looked back and was like, okay, now we need to really look at the trauma we caused.
For sure.
This is 400 years.
Past, yeah.
400 years. 400 years?
When you think about that, you be like, bro, ain't no way, but
400?
That means, bro, just to put it in perspective, your granddaddy, your daddy, you, your kids, and probably your grandkids was a slave. That's a lot of generations, bro. That's like 4 or 5. Because you got the same people who probably live in lifespan.
Lifespan about 90, 80, 90. Yeah.
So that's 4 or 5 generations that was a slave. Like, bro, come on.
I'm going to just say 6. Just to top it off.
Yeah.
But, bro, 400 years. And then you have to understand, everybody is not an African. That's why I don't even like to say that term. And, I'm going to be honest, I hadn't did Ancestry or none of that stuff. So
you really can't, though. I be telling black people, ancestry is good, but you really can't. We the only people.
Everything is a race.
No, and
I need reparations for that. But
because of slavery, though, and because of slavery, you're a descendant of a slave. If you're in America, 90% chance you're a descendant of a slave. If you're a descendant of a slave, bro, how can you trace your true ancestor if it was breeding forms?
Yeah.
The term motherfucker. Look it up. Look what the term really come from. Look that term up if you don't know. I mean, it's no way.
Man, I saw
it. Just say if your true all the way roots come back from Nigeria or Congo or Uganda, you go over here. Okay, the first person that came over here from your family was Ugandan Nigerian. When they got over here, you got, I don't know how many tribes of Africans over here.
Right.
You got Ugandans, Congo, Nigerian, Kenya. You mix and they having babies and making these people have babies together, pumping slaves and all this.
Right.
How can you truly find that? It's all, soon as you got on that boat, your history was gone. Because you gonna mix it.
But even in the idea of the boat, I don't even think it necessarily has to be the boat. Yeah. But I know what you mean. Yeah. But I'm just saying it's just the fact that they just erased our information. Period.
Yeah.
And to just when I like the boat, right?
Yeah.
So there may have been some people who made it here from Africa. They brought some people from Africa.
Yeah. They made a couple trips.
But some people were already just indigenous to the land.
And then you got them people mixing with the people that came on the boat though.
And then they would but look, that's a thing. So like the Asian is hip to that. The European is hip to that.
Yeah.
If I want to reign on this land, let me go ahead and mix with the daughters.
Yeah.
Let me put my child over here type ordeal.
Yeah.
So how you know they weren't already on that plight then? Because they saying that the Native Americans, what we deem as Indians, and they supposed to be fair skinned. I don't know what that means. The lighter skin supposed to be Indian. Because when you
Aboriginal.
When I was in in my history class, when they talked about Indians, they almost looked like white people.
Yeah, red skin.
Yeah.
They had the larger nose.
Right.
The skin was fair skin or red. You know what I'm saying? But that could be from the clay. They probably, they
all types of
stuff on.
But I'm saying though, that goes into the theory of the Native Americans could have been dark toned. This could have been the Native American.
Yeah.
But when the old buddy who they told us discovered America, him and his people, his posse, that was the game they were playing. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and have some kids with them. Let's go ahead, cause this 400 years.
Yeah.
So a lot. a guy was just saying right there in 1995, it was a Ku Klux Klan rally in Birmingham.
Yeah.
So, bruh.
Yeah. It's deep, bro. That's why I be telling
and so my whole plight is still a mystery.
Yeah.
And I feel like because it's such a mystery, that's what calls for reason. That's the reason retribution should be given. just because of the
trauma.
mystery.
Yeah.
We have a mystical trauma. We don't even we don't even know the trauma.
Know what we started.
We don't even know.
And I tell people, they always, I want to know. You're not gonna truly figure it out. When you take your last breath and you go meet the Creator, that's when you ask, hey, that might be my first question. Where do my roots?
Yeah,
what was the first Brown that wasn't a Brown? Because my name ain't originally last name Brown, but who was whatever? If I was whatever African name or name.
What my tribe? Who was my tribe?
Who was my tribe? Where I come? What they look like? Yeah. Where they end up to?
And I'm all for definitely focusing on taking the gratefulness in the present moment.
Yeah,
we here. And we able to, we got the ability to go out and make something happen right now. Yeah. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. But it's man, like, what do I derive from? You know what I'm saying? Being a parent now makes me be. It has made me even more conscious of that. Yeah. Cause it's like you can't just look at your child and be like, I don't know where you get that from. Yeah. What you mean? It ain't too many places. It's either coming. It's either coming straight from genetic, or it's direct influence. Yeah. Things just don't fall out of the sky. You know what I'm saying?
And as we wrap it up, I feel like this gonna be a part 2.
Yeah, we got
for sure. This is a good topic. This is gonna be a part 2, but I feel like this gonna step into the minds of the black man, how he psychologically displaced, the mindset. We already don't know where we from. How can we know?
Where you going?
Exactly. How you go?
That's what I was saying. That's why I was saying I'm grateful for the present. But it's like, bruh,
I'm gonna get there. I don't know where I started.
I don't know nothing about my roots.
For sure.
They didn't leave nothing.
But I always hear on social media is black men is this is the worst batch of black men. These men so sassy
and we got to be fair on that because there are some channels
for sure.
There are some frequencies that big up the black men. They out there. Yeah. And big shouts out to those people who do big up a black man because it's just some stuff that black man,
just psychological,
a dark skinned man goes through mentally day to day that you will never know about. Because I think there are some commonalities that we do know. It's hard for us to talk. It's hard for us to be vulnerable, ladies. If your man is being, I don't think that's a lie. Because I've seen people talk. It's hard to be vulnerable. Period. For sure. Because it's a trust thing, man. Because it's like, bro, once I get this to you, don't you use it back on me.
Yeah, and women known for
doing that. And men are afraid of that.
Yeah, because they known for doing it.
Yeah, like
when you step out the
I cry in front of and you gonna use that on me.
But when you step out the knowing and just be you, bro, just let your hair down, and you first key is finding somebody that lets you do that. Yeah, man, it's
beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. So yeah, we not even gonna play like we done with this. But we do have to wrap it up. Yeah. It's that time. We gotta get out and really build up in the world so we can come back and build up with y'all. Sure. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. We see the interactions, the engagement. Sure. We want people to leave comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what topics will be some interest of you so you can tap in more. And maybe we can just all learn together. We can build up together and we can just kick that southern flow.
For sure.
Already. Peace out. Have a great day, great week, great month, great year. Do your thing.